In the United States, adding an air suspension system to a pickup truck often costs over $3,000 at the dealership. If it's a fully active system, the price can easily exceed $10,000. But in China, the same configuration may cost only one-third as much. And in many cases, the technology is even more advanced, faster response times, stronger protection, and even energy recovery. Today, we're exploring a hypothetical question. What would happen if China's air suspension supply chain entered the US market at scale? This is not a prediction. It's a projection based on technological realities that already exist. Quick primer. What is air suspension? Traditional vehicles use metal coil springs. Their stiffness is fixed. When you hit a bump, the shock absorber just absorbs the impact. Load the truck too heavily, and the rear sags. Air suspension replaces metal springs with rubber airbags combined with compressors and sensors. Think of it like a smart air cushion. It can soften or stiffen. It can raise or lower the vehicle. It automatically levels the car when carrying heavy loads. There are three types: passive, non-adjustable, mostly obsolete; semi-active, adjustable stiffness, limited height control. Currently mainstream, fully active, adjustable height and stiffness in real time, typically reserved for luxury vehicles. Most passenger vehicles use a bellows-style structure, accordion-like folding air springs for better comfort. The most advanced systems today use dual-chamber or even triple-chamber designs, allowing independent control of stiffness and height. First, a reality check. Chinese companies have not yet entered the US market at scale, but the speed of their domestic breakthroughs is something the American industry should pay attention to. Consider this. In 2020, China's air suspension localization rate was under 15%, largely dominated by German suppliers like Vibroacoustic and ZF Friedrichshafen. By 2025, localization reached 68.7%, with over 82% domestic production for air spring units. Prices dropped from 15,000–20,000 RMB per imported system to 5,000–8,000 RMB domestically. Three major domestic players, Konghui, Tuopu Group, and Baolong Automotive, now control over 90% of China's air spring market. Konghui delivered its 1 millionth system in 2025. This is not low-cost imitation. This is technological advancement. 7 areas where China has taken the lead. 1. Electromagnetic direct drive suspension, BYD DCS-Z. Traditional air suspension responds in 50–100 milliseconds. BYD's DCS-Z system responds in just 5 milliseconds, about 40 times faster than a human blink, adjusting up to 200 times per second. Even more revolutionary, it can convert road vibrations into electrical energy, improving driving range by 5–8%. Systems like Porsche's Active Ride or Mercedes' Magic Body Control do not currently offer energy recovery. 2. Closed System Architecture, CECAS. Traditional open systems are vulnerable to dust, water, and contamination. Most are rated IP67. China's closed system designs achieve IP68 protection, operating underwater at 1.5 meters with lifetime maintenance-free performance. Tuopu Group began mass production in late 2023. Models such as Ito M9, Xiaomi SU7, Li Auto L9 are already using this architecture. This is structural innovation, not incremental improvement. 3. Precision manufacturing SWAT weaving technology. Konghui's SWAT precision weaving process directly forms the air spring over a core mold. Thickness tolerance, plus or minus 0.1 millimeters, twice as precise as the typical international plus or minus 0.2 millimeters standard. Durability, 2 million cycles. After-sales defect rate, only 51 parts per million. 4. Cost revolution, from luxury to standard equipment. Through vertical integration, 85% automation, and massive scale production, BYD plans annual capacity of 1.2 million sets, targeting dual-chamber systems priced at 3,000–5,000 RMB, $400– $700. That means even a $20,000 car could be equipped with air suspension. 5. Localization for road conditions. European systems prioritize handling and firmness. Chinese systems are tuned for frequent speed bumps, rough pavement, urban stop-and-go traffic. Low speeds, softer ride. High speeds, firmer stability. Road preview distance reaches 20 meters, 10 meters farther than many international systems. Response time under 50 milliseconds, about 20% faster than mainstream competitors. 6. Height adjustment range. Chinese dual-chamber systems, 120-160 millimeters range. International competitors, typically 100-120 millimeters. Some triple-chamber systems from brands like Voya reach 180 millimeters, exceeding offerings from Porsche and Bentley. 7. Industrial scale. The China Speed. Konghui, 1 million sets annually. Tuopu, 1.5 million. BYD, 1.2 million. Delivery cycle, 4-6 weeks. International suppliers, 8-12 weeks. This is not lab technology. It's industrialized and validated. Market penetration, US versus China. Among vehicles priced above $30,000. United States, 15-18% adoption. China, 35-40% adoption. In the US, air suspension is concentrated in luxury brands like Mercedes, BMW, Land Rover, high-end pickup trims. For example, Ford F-150 air suspension option to $3,500. Mercedes-Benz S-Class, standard but starting above $100,000. In China, Li Auto L9, standard. Neo ET5, optional under $1,000. BYD Han, available in upper trims. Air suspension in China is rapidly moving from $55,000 vehicles down to $28,000 vehicles. In the US, it remains largely above the $50,000 tier. If China enters the US market, 1. Price restructuring. Current US option pricing. Single chamber, $1,500, $2,500. Dual chamber, $3,000, $5,000. Possible Chinese supply pricing. Single chamber, $600, $750. Dual chamber, $750, $1,200. That could make air suspension standard on $30,000 trucks like the Ford F-150 or Chevrolet Silverado. 2. Standard upgrade pressure. Closed system IP68 lifetime maintenance free versus traditional open systems requiring seal replacements after 5-8 years. Once consumers experience that difference, can automakers continue selling legacy systems? 3. Aftermarket disruption. Replacement today, $3,000, $5,000. Future possibility, $1,500. Shorter parts lead times, lower repair bills. Why hasn't it happened yet? 25% tariffs on Chinese auto parts. USMCA, 70% North American content requirements. FMVSS and SAE certification hurdles. Consumer trust barriers. Possible entry strategies. Manufacturing in Mexico to meet USMCA rules. Licensing models similar to CATL's partnership strategies. Joint ventures with U.S. automakers. Final thought. China's air suspension rise is a story of technical innovation, cost engineering, and industrial scale. Whether it enters the US market depends on politics, trade policy, and business decisions. But the technology has already proven something important. Air suspension does not have to be a luxury. For American consumers, this could be a future benefit if it arrives. For the global auto industry, it may simply be the next stage of technological evolution, bringing premium comfort to ordinary drivers. Isn't that what technological progress is supposed to do? Thanks for watching. If you find this kind of technical projection valuable, please like and subscribe. See you next time.